Welcome back, modern yogis, and welcome back to my house. We're going to be doing the fourth chakra, Anahata, the heart chakra. So that's going to be the theme for today's flow and meditation. It's going to be a little bit slower. It's still going to be a little bit stronger, but we are working on opening up the heart, but also closing it down if that's what we need. So if you remember about the chakra systems, there's excessive energy, and then there's not enough energy. It's deficient. But a healthy chakra system knows when to shut it down and to open it up as well. So being blocked isn't always such a horrible thing. And let me talk about that a little bit more in just a minute. So the heart chakra, the element is air. The color associated with it is green. And it's all about, you guessed it, love and compassion. Love and compassion, the ability to give and receive love in a healthy way. We can be compassionate and vulnerable with the people that we trust. That's also a behavior of a well-oiled heart chakra. You're able to create healthy boundaries also around work and play, or relationships. And I don't mean just romantic relationships. So here are some things to talk about when there is too much happening in the heart chakra. There's too much energy flowing in the heart chakra. You may take that, you give it all. You give it all to work and you have nothing left. Or you give it all into a relationship and you kind of lose your identity in that relationship. You almost take on this martyr mentality where you have the inability to say no. That's when there's too much happening in the heart chakra. Now, that's when it's okay, if you know that that's it, to maybe shut down the heart chakra a little bit. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. So a blocked, though, heart chakra, like nothing's getting through, you may have some social anxiety. You may have really critical thoughts and thought processes about yourself and other people. And you're really just turned off to love and relationships. This may be because you got burned or cheated on or whatever. So if you are privy to one or the other, you kind of know where you stand. You know that you maybe have some forgiveness and healing. So that well-oiled heart chakra can forgive. It can be gentle, not only on yourself, but other people too. Like when you mess up, you're like, oh, I messed up. I'm not a mess up. I just messed up. That's the difference between forgiveness and gentleness than like it going overboard into a loop. And that's what the heart chakra is in charge of. So let's focus on that today. And all you're going to need today is a blanket. Any blanket will do. And maybe a pillow. You decide what kind of pillow you want. It's going to be a little bit of a slower practice, like I mentioned, but now is also the time to press play on that Spotify playlist that I put together for you in the description under this YouTube video. So go ahead and press start now and fold up your blanket. So I'll give you a little time to fold up your blanket, maybe a couple feet on each end, and then what you're going to do is you're going to roll it up. And then you're going to place your pillow, the back of your mat, with your rolled up blankie. The pillow's going to go on your head. The blankie's going to go almost like sort of on the spine in between the shoulder blades. So you can back up your booty against it, and then I'll just scoot forward a few inches, and then lower down. Feel free to make any adjustments that you need. The goal here is just to get that blanket in between your shoulder blades. Legs can be crisscross, legs can be straight, or legs can be or the soles of the feet can be bound. You decide. Take your arms out to a T, palms are open and bending at the elbows here. This is how we're going to start our practice. If this is uncomfortable for any reason, or if anything I offer today is uncomfortable for any reason, let it go. Invite gentleness in and just don't do it. Just don't do it. From here, start to close the eyes. Maybe starting to take in the senses of the room, starting with the sounds. What do you hear in your space? What is the temperature of your space? Take an inhale through the nose, maybe noticing any smells of your space. Drawing the senses inward, pratyahara. Now notice the four corners of your mat and visualize them in your mind's eye. Imagine your body laying on your mat. Noticing what points of contact your body has with the floor as you lay in this position. Maybe starting to deepen the breath. From here, we're going to come into Dirga Pranayama, 3-part breath. Inhaling for 3 seconds, exhaling for 3 seconds, using a diaphragmatic breath. So when you inhale, push your belly out like a balloon, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, exhaling 3, 2, 1. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale. And exhale. In. And out. Continue this on your own or return to normal breathing. Thinking about maybe the way that you can love yourself a little bit more by just being gentler, a little kinder. Imagining this breath as you breathe in and out is bringing love and compassion your way. Again, love for yourself. And once you feel that, you can beam that out towards other people. Do you need to forgive yourself or somebody for hurting you? Forgiving them for you, not for them. Taking deep breaths here, working through that. From here, walk your feet behind your glutes. Roll over to the left, pressing your pillow and blanket away to the right. And from here, come up to a seated position to the top of your mat. Sukhasana, easy pose. Bringing your hands to your lovely legs because they get you everywhere you gotta go. So bringing some self-love into your legs no matter what their shape is. Inhaling, drop your right chest over to your right knee. Exhaling, rolling left chest to left knee. Maybe keeping your shoulders forward, chin tucked. Rolling around, Anahata Kriya. Anahata, yes, is heart. Rolling your heart around. breathing. And then take your circles, your Anahata Kriya, in the opposite direction. Noticing how it feels a little awkward at first until you get into the rhythm of it. From here, sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale down through the center, resting your thumbs against your sternum, your heart. Maybe feeling the warmth. Inhale, tee out your arms, reach up, gaze follows. Exhale down the midline. Inhale, one more. Exhale down the midline. Inhale, take your arms out to cactus pose. And from here, twist over to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, different. Reach it forward. Dome the spine. Chin tucks into your chest. Exhale. You press your chest open. Elbows drop back. On your next exhale, reaching it forward. Dome the spine. Inhale, reaching it back. Chest pops up. Next exhale, reach it forward. Inhale, come on back. And exhale, tabletop, all fours. So hands come under shoulders, knees under hips, wide fingers here. Tuck your toes, or actually untuck your toes down. Walking your knees actually a little further back and hands further forward. From here, drop down to your chest, keeping that booty high, and then bring your booty down towards the ground. Bring your forehead down for Balasana, child's pose. In your child's pose, reconnecting with your breath, your forgiveness, and your gentleness. From here, look up, walk your hands away from your body, keep your booty high for puppy pose. Coming down to the chest, or lowering down to the chin, or coming down, bringing your forehead down. Once you feel ready, rock back, booty drops down into child's pose. From here, walk yourself back up into tabletop position. Right arm reaches high. Exhale, thread it through, but we're not going to stay. Inhale, reaching it up, opening the heart. Exhale, close down the heart, reach it through. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, close down the heart, come down to the right shoulder, right cheek. If you need to keep that heart closed, if you have some forgiveness to do, stay right here, or maybe reach your hand towards the front of the mat. If you need some heart opening, reach your hand behind you to your lower back, maybe catching that right thigh, maybe not. Maybe to invite some kindness. Love, trust. Left hand comes underneath that left shoulder. Reach right arm high. Exhale, bring the right hand underneath your right shoulder. Inhale, left arm goes high. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, closing that heart down, coming down to left shoulder, left cheek, reaching out. Again, if you have that martyr mentality, you have a hard time with boundaries and saying no, keep that heart shut down. If you'd like, you can walk your right hand towards the front of your mat. If you have some trust issues, you want to trust again, reach your right arm around your lower back, opening up the heart. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches high. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, tuck toes under, come into your first downward facing dog, pedaling the feet out, maybe shifting hips left to right. From here, bring the big toes together. Right leg comes up behind you to bend the knee, open the hip. Right foot in between the hands, lower down that left knee. Right arm reaches high for your twist. And then from here, sweep this right arm in front, come up to your low lunge. Good. Exhale, reaching your arms back, bowing the heart down. Clasp the fingers together. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, chest puffs out, gaze goes up. Exhale, bow to the inside of this right thigh for a humble warrior on your knees. Hands can reach high as head reaches down. Inhale, reaching it up behind you. And on your exhale, you're going to pivot on this back leg, straightening this right leg. Take your right hand towards your right shin, left arm comes up and hinges over to the right. Getting this wonderful stretch on the left side. From here, reach the right arm up, pivot back on that back knee. Reach arms behind you, bowing down. Leg is straight this time. Option if you want a little bit more arm engagement, stay right here. Or if you want a little bit more shoulder and chest opening, bind the fingers together and reach it back behind you. So palms are facing you and the tops of your hands are facing the back of your mat. And you're reaching out of the shoulders. Nice. From here, reach it back again, low lunge, bending the knee. And exhale, drop the hands, framing that front foot. Step the right foot back. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. From here, inhale back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, booties go high, downward dog. Inhale to plank, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes here, hands are under shoulders, tuck your elbows in. Inhale for your low cobra. Think long neck, don't crank it up. Exhale, lower down, bring your feet out wider. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, lower it down, bring your feet out even wider. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, lower it down, bring your feet together, press up to plank pose, and come into your downward facing dog. Step big toes together, left leg comes up behind you, bending the knee, opening the hip. Left foot comes in between the hands, lower down that left knee, tops of the foot into the mat. Inhale, left arm comes up for your twist. And from here, sweeping that left arm forward, come into your low lunge. Nice. From here, sweep your arms behind you, bowing the chest, binding the fingers together, and opposite thumb on top this time. Option is to keep the arms bent or to straighten. Inhale, chest goes up, gaze follows. Exhale, fold to the inside of that left thigh. Heart is grounded towards the floor. From here, inhale, reaching the arms up high, pivoting on that back knee, straightening that left leg. Nice. Left arm reaches towards your shin, and then opening up that right side of the body by keeping that chest open. Some breaths here. From here, reach your hands up nice and tall. Pivot back on that back knee. Front leg is still straight, reaching it back, bowing the chest. An option is to stay here, keeping that arm engagement. An option is to bind the fingers together, opposite thumb on top, reaching back. Think shoulders away from the ears. Keeping the core engaged here. From here, release, coming back into your low lunge, reaching tall. And exhale, planting the hands, framing that back foot. Come off that back knee. Step back into plank pose. Lowering down your knees, untucking toes, and lowering all the way back down. Inhale, reach your arms back, peel your chest off the ground. Exhale, tuck your toes under, press up to plank pose, and then downward facing dog. From here, step your big toes together, reach your right leg behind you, bending the knee to open the hip. Right foot in between your hands, rise for warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Good. From here, we're going to open up our hearts now towards the sky to receive love. So wrapping that back arm around the lower back, flip the front palm up and open up that heart up and back, keeping a bend in that front knee. Come back through your warrior two, straightening the front leg, reaching it forward, Trikonasana triangle pose. Hand can come to shin or the ground, reaching the left arm up. Really focusing on this anahata, opening up this heart, not only towards the sky, but towards everything over to the left. From here, come back through your warrior two. Cartwheeling the hands down, come into your plank pose, holding here. Lowering down either halfway or all the way for your chaturanga, or coming up for your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale for your downward facing dog. Step big toes together, left leg comes up, bending the knee, opening that hip up. Left foot in between the hands, rise for your warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Back leg straight. From here, take that back arm, reach it around the lower back, reaching forward, flipping that front palm up, opening your heart. Opening your heart, but keeping a bend in the knee, but opening your heart. From here, come back through warrior two, straightening that front leg. Sometimes I have to walk this back foot up a couple inches. Reach it forward, let that booty pop out before you fold for your Trikonasana. I'm just facing the back of my mat so you're not staring at my back. Come up through your warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down. Step back into plank pose. Pausing for a moment here. And then lowering down, taking your flow. And I'll see you in downward facing dog. Step big toes together. Right foot comes up, bending the knee, open the hip. Come up through warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale through warrior two. Exhale through your Trikonasana triangle pose. Inhale through your warrior two. And exhale exhale, come into your crescent warrior. Yes, come into the ball of the back foot. Good, maybe even walking the right foot out a little bit. From here, reaching it behind you. And inhale, reaching it back up, coming into your warrior one next. I know, got a lot of warriors happening here. Back foot's at 45 degrees. From here, reach it back again behind you. Clasp your fingers together, straightening the legs. We're coming into our humble warrior. So inhale, bend in the front leg, chest and gaze goes up. Exhale, fold to the inside of that right foot and right leg. Shining that heart down towards the ground. Maybe closing it off a little bit. From here, reach it back up. We're in our warrior one. And exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. By sweeping the arms back, left foot meets the right. And then palms open. So good. Inhale, reaching it up. Hands go down the midline all the way down to our forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, pausing in your plank pose, lowering down your way, coming up your way, and I'll see you in downward facing dog. Step big toes together. Left leg comes up, bending the knee, opening the hip. Left foot comes in between the hands. Rise for your warrior two. Warrior two, baby. From here, exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. So good. Inhale, come back through your warrior two. And then come into your crescent warrior. Come into the ball of the back foot, squaring the hips off here. Maybe you have to walk your left foot out to the left a little bit before coming into your warrior one. So back heel plants to 45 degrees. So good. Sweep your hands behind you, maybe opposite thumb on top. Inhale, come on up, chest comes up, gaze goes up. Exhale, fold to the inside of that left leg. Inhale, coming back up, reaching up high. Exhale, swing the arms behind you. Right foot meets the left for Tadasana, mountain pose on the top of the mat. Inhale, reaching palms above the head. Exhale, down the midline, forward fold. Inhale for half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, come into your plank, pausing in plank before you take your flow, and I'll see you in downward facing dog. From here, lower down to the knees. Coming to child's pose to reconnect. Paying attention to your breath here. Closing down the heart chakra here to the ground. Inviting kindness, gentleness, self-love, the ability to say no. The ability to receive love and to give it. Reconnect with your kindness here. One last little push before we take it back down towards the ground. Go ahead and meet in downward facing dog. Fingers are wide. Legs are straight or knees are bent. It doesn't matter. From here, shift forward to plank pose. Hover your right leg off the ground. From here, step this right foot over to the left. Right arm follows, opening up our chest and our heart towards the sky. Receiving that love, opening that heart, beaming it out. For Wild Thing, take the right hand down, move nice and slowly here back into plank pose, where you lower down to your right forearm, coming into a side plank. Right forearm is here, left arm reaches up high. Why not beam the heart in the other way? It's like the Care Bear stare, but with our hearts. From here, if you'd like, you can bring this left leg and float it up, or no way, whatever you need. Coming down to forearm plank here, lowering all the way down to the belly, untucking your toes here. Elbows are under your shoulders. We're on our forearms here. Tops of the feet are in the mat. If your lower back hurts, clench your booty. If it still hurts, take your feet out wider. We're in Sphinx pose. Reconnecting. Because we're beaming our heart all over this space. Bring the feet together if they're apart. Lower down, hands under shoulders, tuck toes under. Press yourself up into plank pose, and then downward facing dog. From here, roll forward into plank pose. Left leg hovers off the ground. Stepping it over to the right, pivoting, reaching left arm up, opening our chest towards the sky. Heads are heavy. Pressing away from the ground with our right hand. We're not just sinking, left hand. We're not just sinking into this arm that's planted. Yes, see if you can find some softness in your Wild Thing. Pretty challenging. From here, rolling back into plank pose. Lower your left forearm down, coming into that side plank on the other side. Right arm reaches up high. Beaming your heart towards the other side of the room. If you'd like, take your right leg and bring it up. And then everything comes back down into forearm plank. So good. Lower your knees, untuck your toes, lower belly. We're in our Sphinx pose. Good work. From here, take your right hand and reach it out towards the right. Start to press over, twisting to your back body to the right. Let your left let your left hand be your anchor. Hasta, not Plata. From here, roll back towards the center. Reach left arm out. Start to creep over to the left. Press away with your right hand. From here, come back to belly and then just spin around on your back. I know you may not be able to see me, but the next instructions are very simple. So walk your feet behind your glutes. Bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Press the lower back into the ground. Good. From here, keep the right knee into your chest. Lower your left foot down, keeping that leg bent. Taking a figure 4. An option is to stay here, or an option is to pick up that left foot and grab behind the left hamstring, making a figure 4. Sometimes I like to push away my right leg with my elbow. Breathing in here. Now noticing where your heart's beaming now. Remember, heart is in the chest and the back, the upper back. From here, lower the left foot down, right foot comes down as well, and we take figure 4 on the other side. Take it in your way. Breathing in deeply. Inviting love, compassion, and forgiveness in. Releasing this figure 4. Feet still are behind the glutes. We're coming into bridge pose. So bring both hands to each side. Inhale, pelvis off the ground. Option is to stay here. Next option is to bring the hands behind the glute or bind the hands under the glutes. Or walk your shoulders underneath to find some height. Lowering booty down now, drawing the knees back into the chest here, bringing the knees apart. An option is to stay right here. An option is to come into happy baby. So feet are like you're walking on the ceiling. You grab the outsides of the feet, drawing the knees down towards the ground. An option is to rock in your happy baby. An option is just to be still. From here, we're going to end with a spinal twist. So extend your left leg out. Keep the right knee in towards the chest. Bring your right knee over to the left. Right arm extends, looking over your right shoulder. Eyes can close here. Invite that gentleness, that self-love in. From here, go and bring knees back to center. Right leg is straight, left knee's in towards the chest. Left knee goes off to the right, extending left arm, looking over your left shoulder. Closing the eyes. What do you need today? Invite that in. And when you feel ready, coming back into your Shavasana, either just staying here or grabbing those props and taking that supported Shavasana we took with your blanket and pillow. If you'd like, your feet can go wide. One option is to bring your arms out wide or to bring your hands to your chest. I'm going to offer offer a metta meditation, and then I'm going to leave you in silence for a few minutes. Metta meditation is something that I'll tell you to repeat a phrase in your head. It is also called loving kindness meditation. If you'd like to participate, go ahead and start to deepen your breath. From here, imagine yourself in your mind's eye. Imagine yourself in your mind's eye through the lens of someone that you love. View you as your best friend views you, or a parent, or a spouse. Hold this loving image of yourself in your mind's eye. And in your head, repeat after me. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I be safe. Take a deep breath through the nose. Exhale it out of the mouth. Now imagine someone or something that you really care about. Maybe it's a person or a pet, something alive that you love, you really care about. Hold that thing in your mind's eye. And in your head, repeat after me. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be safe. And now imagine someone who you don't know very well, but you see them from time to time, and you feel sort of neutral about them. Maybe it's the person who bags up your groceries or serves your coffee. Maybe that's someone that you walk by often. And even though it feels a little bit weird, picture them in your mind's eye. And repeat after me. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be safe. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Now imagine someone that you need to find some forgiveness for. Someone that you don't like. And whether you actually believe the things that you are repeating or not, this can still work and cultivate forgiveness, not for them, but for you. Picture them in your mind's eye. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out of the mouth, and repeat after me. May you be healthy. Take a deep breath. Repeat after me. May you be happy. Take a deep breath. Repeat after me. May you be safe. Take a deep breath. Notice how it feels. Now come back to that person that you imagine that you love. Picture them in your mind's eye. Picture yourself in your mind's eye through the lens of that person watching you, who you love. Taking some deep breaths here. Inviting that forgiveness and that gentleness in. From here, start to deepen your breath and wiggle toes and fingers. An option is to close out your practice just as you are, or if you'd like, you can whirl to your favorite side in the fetal posture, or maybe even press yourself up into a seated posture. If you'd like, you can bring your hands to heart center into prayer, Anjali Mudra. Bringing the thumbs in between the eyebrows, representing compassionate thoughts. This is where it starts, right here. Thumbs to lips, representing compassionate speech. That's the next step. And the big one, thumbs to heart center, representing compassionate actions. Taking care of yourself and your loved ones and the things that you care about. Namaste, everyone. My hopes for you is you find some healing and some clarity in this heart chakra and some balance. I'll see you soon for our next chakra practice. And if you'd like, you can subscribe so you never have to miss a practice.